Work lunches are more than just a break in the day. They're an important part of workplace culture. Whether you're dining with clients, coworkers, or managers, what you eat and how you handle yourself at the table can say a lot about you. From professionalism to energy levels and even how seriously others take you, your meal choice can quietly influence perception. It's not just about taste, it's about timing, tone, and how the rest of your day unfolds. Let's face it, choosing the wrong meal can derail your afternoon. We've all experienced that sluggish post-lunch crash after a heavy, greasy meal or the uncomfortable bloat from something too rich. But there's more to consider than just digestion. Work lunches often double as informal interviews, networking opportunities, or check-ins with leadership. You want to stay sharp and composed, not distracted by a messy sandwich or an overly spiced dish. Choosing a meal that supports your focus and professionalism makes a big difference. When approaching a work lunch, the best mindset is one of simplicity, familiarity, and functionality. It's a good idea to go with something you've eaten before and know you can handle. Trying something entirely new might be exciting in a casual dinner setting, but during a business lunch, it's a risk, not just to your palate, but to your overall comfort. Think about meals that are easy to eat, won't require excessive attention to utensils or napkins, and won't leave you worrying about your breath or stains on your clothes. Cuisine matters too. Different types of restaurants come with different sets of challenges. If you're at an American-style diner or grill, it's wise to lean toward lighter items like grilled chicken sandwiches, turkey wraps, or salads. While a stacked bacon cheeseburger with fries might sound appealing, it's often more trouble than it's worth when you're trying to carry a conversation or maintain a neat appearance. Messy meals that require both hands, drip sauces, or come with an abundance of napkins tend to draw more attention than you want in a professional setting. Italian food is another common go-to for work lunches, but it comes with some caveats. Spaghetti with marinara sauce, while a classic, poses a splatter risk that could land on your shirt just as your manager starts discussing a new project. Heavy lasagnas or overly cheesy dishes can weigh you down mentally and physically. Opting for a grilled protein over vegetables or a simple pasta dish with olive oil and veggies is often a safer bet. These meals tend to be lighter on the stomach and easier to eat with grace. Japanese food can be a surprisingly good choice. Sushi rolls, teriyaki bowls, and soba noodles tend to be clean, portion-controlled, and easy on digestion. However, it's best to avoid dishes that require advanced chopstick skills if you're not confident using them. Struggling to pick up sashimi while trying to engage in a professional conversation isn't ideal. Also, steer clear of deep-fried tempura or wasabi-heavy items unless you know exactly what you're getting into. When it comes to Mexican food, the key is containment. Burritos that explode on first bite or tacos that fall apart as you lift them are better saved for a casual weekend. But don't rule out the cuisine entirely. Grilled taco platters, burrito bowls, or quesadillas can be smart alternatives. These offer the flavor without the structural hazards. Just be mindful of spicy salsas and heavy onions, both of which can linger far longer than you'd like during an afternoon meeting. Health-conscious cafes and salad bars are often great choices, especially if you're looking for something energizing that won't slow you down. However, even here, there are pitfalls. Overloaded salads drenched in dressing or bowls filled with sweetened dried fruit and candied nuts can be surprisingly heavy and sugary. Asking for dressing on the side and opting for salads that include lean proteins like grilled chicken or tofu can help you maintain energy without sacrificing satisfaction. Smoothies and wraps can also work well, as long as they aren't overloaded with added sugars or overly processed ingredients. Beverages also deserve attention. Water is always safe. An unsweetened iced tea or a light lemonade can be refreshing without tipping you into a sugar crash. A black coffee or lightly creamed version can perk you up, but overdoing it can lead to jitters or discomfort, especially if you're not used to caffeine. It's best to skip sugary drinks and carbonated sodas, which can leave you feeling bloated or wired. Alcohol is almost always a no-go unless the context clearly calls for it, such as a celebratory team lunch or a culturally appropriate setting where one drink is expected. Even then, keeping it light and professional is wise. Your food choices can also send subtle signals about who you are. Someone who orders a grilled chicken salad may come across as disciplined and health conscious, while someone who orders a double cheeseburger with extra fries might seem more indulgent or less focused on the afternoon ahead. These assumptions may not always be fair, but they're often made. Ordering something too elaborate or rare could make you appear high maintenance or showy, while skipping food entirely might give off the impression that you're anxious or disinterested. Striking the right balance shows that you're mindful and present. If you follow a special diet, vegetarian, gluten-free, kosher, halal, it's best to prepare in advance. Most restaurants have options now, but it's worth scanning the menu online before arriving. If you need to make modifications to a dish, keep them simple and avoid monopolizing the conversation with a detailed explanation of your dietary choices. A quick, polite request is usually enough. Most people will appreciate your clarity and move on without issue. Sometimes fast food is the only option, especially during a travel day or a tight schedule. In those cases, it's still possible to eat smart. Many chains now offer grilled sandwiches, salad options, and lighter fare. Choosing water instead of soda, avoiding deep-fried extras, and going for smaller portion sizes can make a significant difference in how you feel after. The key is not to let convenience override professionalism and health. How you order also matters. Being the last one to order can disrupt the flow of the meal, so try to be ready when the server arrives. Keep your requests clear and courteous, and avoid being overly complicated with modifications unless they're absolutely necessary. It's also wise to avoid drawing attention to prices or complaining about the menu. Positivity and gratitude go a long way in any dining environment. And while it may seem minor, keeping your phone off the table helps you stay engaged and shows respect for the people around you. If you're hosting the lunch, perhaps treating a client or leading a team outing, it's your job to set the tone. Choose a restaurant with a menu that accommodates different dietary needs and is suitable for conversation. Let your guests know what to expect and make sure the atmosphere is comfortable and welcoming. Ordering something familiar and appropriate helps model behavior and ease any tension, especially for those who may be unsure of what to choose. Ultimately, the goal of a work lunch is to nourish yourself while keeping your mind sharp and your social awareness intact. A great meal can boost your mood, energize your afternoon, and build rapport with coworkers or clients. But when the meal becomes a distraction, whether due to messiness, poor digestion, or awkward ordering, it defeats its purpose. The next time you find yourself scanning a menu at noon on a Tuesday, remember that you're not just choosing food, you're shaping how you'll feel for the rest of the day and how others might view you in a setting that, while casual, still carries weight. Go for meals that are balanced, easy to eat, and familiar enough to avoid surprises. Keep your mind on the people you're with, the conversations you're having, and the impression you're leaving. Because in the end, a work lunch is never just lunch. It's an extension of your professional self. That was all from us for this video, folks. For more similar content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.